everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. It is the 1st of May as I'm doing this. It's a public holiday in South Africa. A lot of people having the day off. Not me here at MadWorldTarot, but if you are, wherever you are in the world, having a day off, do enjoy it. I am now going back to the story that we've been digging around in a lot recently, and that's the Invictus Games. And the story is not going away. The story, first of all, that Mike Tindle is in the running to take over from Harry. Mike Tindle popped up very interestingly with the Ministry of Defence a couple of days ago, doing a public safety kind of announcement for them. He was driving around on a military base in a warrior tank, and it was all in aid of a good cause, public safety, telling the public what to do and what not to do when they are walking on bases that could be used for live shooting drills and things like that. But interesting that after all this talk, there he was with a military connection of sorts. Very interesting. So that's the first thing. The story is now evolving, and the latest incarnation of the story is that 2,000 veterans have left the Invictus Games because they are unhappy with the way it's been taken over, basically reading between the lines by Harry and Meghan. This story is coming from Mark Dolan again. GB News is its source, Angela Levin. It hasn't been shot down, it hasn't been denied, it hasn't been quashed, it hasn't been lawyers' letters, nothing like that is happening as far as I know. I have dug around a bit today, can't see anything like that going on. But the story now is, as I say, 2,000 people have left the Invictus Games. They say that it has lost its meaning, and they would like Harry to step down as patron of the Invictus Games. So I'm going to do a reading with the Knights Templar Tarot, look at the Invictus Games organization and see what's going on. Are they shedding members? Is there a crisis going on at the Invictus Games? What is happening? And then how they feel about Harry as patron, how they would feel about Mike Tindle as patron. I know I've read on this before and fairly recently, this precise question. But as I say, it's picking up steam. It's picking up steam in the comment section in places like the New York Post today. And our guest speaker is getting a little bit agitated about it. And we all know guest speaker is planning her wardrobe for an Invictus Games related event in Nigeria as we speak. A little bit of snark in there. We don't know who guest speaker really is, but we suspect we know who guest speaker is. So Celtic Cross coming up from the Invictus Games point of view. We're going to look at current patron and maybe a replacement patron. Just before I lay the cards out on the table, I'm almost done. I want to look at some facts and figures because I wondered, 2,000 leaving, what does that mean? And the last games was in Düsseldorf last year. There were 550 competitors. All right, so that's nowhere near 2,000. But then when you look on their website at community members, and I don't know what that means, but community members, they give the figure of 2,500, but with a K next to it. So 2,500 if you say numbers that way. For me, 2,500 K community members. So 2.5 million community members. So that's a big community. So shedding 2,000 is possible in that context. So I just wanted to put that out there for you. I had no idea of the size of the organization before I went looking to see. The games themselves are not that big, also not that well attended. Now we're going to look in the next reading at who might get to host the 2027 games, because surprise, surprise, an American city is in the running. But for now, what's going on with the organization itself? How are they doing? Problems? Losing members? Discontent? Let's see. Let's remind you that, of course, this is just tarot for fun and entertainment. It's all my opinion. I just read energy here. I'm trying to get a card to jump for me. Here we go. And disclaimer, of course, in the box below. Got the energy now. Took a while. Sometimes does. And maybe the cards are having a day off as well today. And let's see what they want to tell us about the state of the organization. It had a change of leadership recently in terms of executive leadership, not in terms of the patron, and a bit of a shake-up there recently. So maybe there's more of a shake-up coming. Maybe Auntie Angela is onto something. Queen of Pentacles is our underlying energy, which is stability, support, generosity, the kind of nurturing energy. It's interesting that it's come out as the Queen of Pentacles and not the King of Pentacles, because if it had come out as the King of Pentacles, that would have been Prince Harry, Earth sign, man, Virgo. But this is coming out as there is the Royal Lion, a very much homegrown organization as far as Prince Harry is concerned, as opposed to the Warrior Games, which is a US equivalent that he pretty much stole the idea and replicated it in the UK. It's giving this nurturing, supportive, royal family kind of a vibe. The criticism that is coming from these members who are allegedly quitting is that the Invictus Games has got too royal, which is odd. I mentioned yesterday this criticism and I said, what does that mean? And too royal, there is royal energy. Female energy, I normally don't read the Queen of Pentacles as Megan, but I could read that card as Megan. There's the long hair, there's the gold dress, there's the it's all about me kind of a vibe, which doesn't normally appear for me in the Queen of Pentacles. So a long way of saying that it could be to do with this one's wife, as she's now called, and trying to take over something that she has no right to. She wasn't around when it was started. She's not a Brit. She's not. She has no military experience. She doesn't belong. It's interesting energy that's come through right there for me as a reader. Heart of the matter. What's going on? What is going on? There he. You can't make this up. King of Pentacles in reverse. Harry. Harry has brought them down. Disappointed them, let them down by allowing her to make it all about her. The money, the clothes, the prancing about, a lot of wiping her nose, and as Lady would say, oh, I'm so thirsty, go and fetch me one of those particular soft drinks from the fridge. All of that, the performance, the display, the money, the crassness of it all. There he is, the King of Pentacles. Harry has shown up at the heart of this reading in his shadow aspect. Lots to do with the King of Pentacles, lots to say, about the King of Pentacles in reverse. Unstable, unreliable, erratic, a bad boss, a bad leader, somebody who's not bringing in the money that is needed. And I do believe personally that they have financial trouble. Somebody who, it can be a bit of a bully as well, the King of Pentacles. I'm just throwing out for your consideration all the negative aspects of the King of Pentacles when he's in reverse. So what in particular is the problem? We have the King of Pentacles, Harry in reverse, the Star card and the Poor Star card, which is such a lovely card, as you can see, of faith and hope and prayer and guidance and soul purpose, all those wonderful things, healing, the divine, all of that, that the Star card traditionally means. Unfortunately, for that lovely card in these royal readings, it has acquired the flavor of celebrity, star chasing, and the sense of chasing celebrity. There is the Queen of Pentacles, and there is a desire to be the star of the show. It's quite a literal reading. So the cards took a while to sort themselves out today and get in order that they wanted to get into the order. I mean, interesting heart of this reading. Tell us what's going on behind the scenes. Are people leaving in droves? We've got the Seven of Swords is the sneaking away energy, the ghosting, disappearing under cover of night. You can see here we have military looking, well, they are obviously military in their armor. They're queuing at the door, wanting to get out, wanting to leave, wanting to flee. They are leaving. They are. According to this reading, they really are. Not in a big loud way, because it's the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is covert, quietly slipping away. And it's actually very sad, because I spent some time today on the website looking around and seeing their programs, and they really looked amazing. And I have to say that, how absolutely amazing their programs seem to be. It's very sad that the whole thing has been hijacked by this one's wife, allegedly, and has now become a vehicle for her own quest for celebrity, lost its meaning, according to Mark Dolan and Angela Levin. So what's the focus right now with big cheeses at the Invictus Games? Page of Swords. They've got to do damage control. Pages are communications. Page of Swords is doing your research, preparing for something, getting ready, being braced for stuff. So they don't really have much that they can throw at this mess right now, but they can look around, they can do research, they can prepare. They can arm themselves in case there is trouble coming their way. There is trouble coming their way. People are quietly slipping away, and trouble has inserted itself into the heart of Invictus. In my opinion, of course, just reading energy. Let's see how things have been going recently. There was the thing in Whistler, Canada. What's been going on? 10 of Wands. It's a horrible 10 of Wands, the burden card. It's being overwhelmed, wanting to let go, wanting to give up. I think that quite a few people, because we're doing this reading not from Harry's point of view, we're doing this reading from the organization's point of view. I think recently a lot of people just decided it's not for us. It's unpleasant. It's torment. I mean, that 10 of Wands is a card of torment, and we don't want to be involved anymore. It's become too onerous, too unpleasant, depressing, isolating, probably seeing all the criticism of the Invictus Games around, because people are not letting go of this, which is why I'm standing here again today reading on the subject. I've got plenty of other things to read on. I'm still trying to catch myself up in this little bit of a lull. I think we're in for a huge week next week. What's coming next? Are they going to be shuffling things around at the top, the Patron? What are they going to be doing? We've got the World. And the World is completion energy. Very public. A successful completion. It's an ending of a cycle. Positive ending of a cycle. So they may start making noises about, well, Harry has served us so well, and he started it, he's done his 10 years, and now it's time for fresh blood, we thank him. If they do it, and it looks possible in this energy, I saw murmurings of it in the reading I did yesterday. If they do it, they're going to do it in a very careful way, in a very clever way, that we thank him so much. It's so admirable, the service he has given and all of the rest of it. But obviously he's on his own new journey now in life. And so we're going to wave goodbye. It's there. I don't get it as imminent energy, even though this traditionally in Celtic cross is coming towards near future energy. But I'm not getting the sense that this is quite ready to go yet. I think they're going to nurse him through the Whistler Games, which are next January, as far as I know, Winter Games in Canada. So let's see how they feel about him right now. as Patron. We've already got the King of Pentacles in reverse. So what's the feeling? What do they feel about him? Eight of Pentacles. It's the working card, the mastery card, money-making card. They still need him. They still need his contact. They still need his input, his effort. As I said, I didn't get the feeling with this card that they're ready to shed him just yet. I think this is a work in progress. I think Auntie Angela has been briefed and maybe very deliberately sent out to let the story circulate. It's interesting what's going on there with her. You know, maybe look the act of being a bit la-la and say things that people are thinking, is that possible? Is it not possible? Without getting herself personally into too much trouble. Something going on here. But let's get back to the Eight of Pentacles. It's working for now. It's working because he's still got the connections. He's still somehow, I think, threaded into the organization in such a way that if they pulled him out of it, the whole thing would unravel. So there it is. How about Mike Tindle as a potential replacement? Oh, they would love to have him. I always get that energy with him. Temperance card would solve all their problems because he would bring that energy of healing and harmony and balance. He's a Libra, so it's lovely. It's not a Libran card traditionally, it's Sagittarius energy, the Temperance card, but it always for me has a bit of a Libran vibe because it's harmony and balance and just it's such a lovely energy. This is what they dream of. Really, Harry is a workaday patch with the Eight of Pentacles. We've got to deal with him. This is what we settled with for now. So we're going to make it work. This is the make it work card, Eight of Pentacles. The Temperance card, the Mike Tindle card, is dream. Absolute dream. Everybody loves him. People would come flocking to the games. It would be crazy how successful it would be if Mike Tindle was heading it up. And of course, William and Catherine could come back, and Zara, and the rest of the royals, the king, the queen. It would bring him back into the royal fold instead of the way it's been usurped now by this Queen of Pentacles. Interesting energy. Hopes and fears for the Invictus Games. They've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. They feel they're being exploited. They're worried about that. They're just being ripped off. Another rip-off, as people call ARO, that new brand, lifestyle, whatever brand in the US. But the Six of Pentacles in reverse is about being exploited, being taken advantage of, being milked for all it's worth. She, of course, was brought up not to give the milk away for free, but not averse to milking situations involving others, and that would be the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Needs the status, needs the public, the opportunity to merch, needs the private jets, needs the attention, needs all of that. It's telling a very coherent story, this reading. And you can tell looking at this reading, just by the way, in terms of energy, color, as I sometimes say on this platform, color is energy. Look at that card, look at these cards, and see how mismatched that energy is with this energy. So, outcome for the Invictus Games. What's going to happen? We wish them well. What is, oops, it came out upside down. It's the Three of Wands. It's in reverse. They're going to get fed up. And they are going to, well, there's two things. Let's go to the other thing first of all. The Three of Wands is expansion, growth, progress, your hopes, bearing fruit and all that stuff. Upright. In reverse, withering on the vine, shrinking, dying off. So it's very possible that unless they do the thing, they are going to really almost collapse with that Three of Wands in reverse. It's not a final card, it's not Ten of Swords, it's not ruin, but it is going to stumble, it's going to falter in the coming months, years, if they don't sort this mess out with Harry and Meghan. That's the one energy, and it's very powerful energy. It's probably the dominant energy. Also the energy, the Three of Wands, is about waiting. Waiting for opportunities, waiting for things to improve. In reverse, giving up waiting. So the sense that they might just get fed up at some stage. Someone might just get fed up and bring the axe down on the Prince Harry patronage. Bit more, it's a troubling energy, the Three of Wands in reverse, because it means that they are really not going to thrive while Harry and Meghan are around and are the very public profile of this organization, and it's very unfortunate. I can see tremendous unhappiness in that Ten of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the sort of melting away energy, the trying to push back against it, the Page of Swords, but not really knowing how to, because of this power grab from this Queen of Pentacles and the Star there, and Harry, the King of Pentacles, who's now in reverse for this organization. He's let them down terribly. They do want a way out, but I don't think they really have the courage of their convictions right now. I think trial balloons are being floated right now, and I would like to see this the other way around in order to feel that this organization has got an abundant future, the future that it really deserves, and in terms of its membership and how it's serving that particular community. That, of course, is all just my opinion, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.